All right. Well, December 2014, you battled Illmaculate at Ether.
And
Before we go into all the issues with the event, what did you think about that battle with you and Illmac?
dude, I hate that battle, right? So first of all, it's like 3 5-minute rounds, and they're putting this event together. It's the Cassidy event, whatever. And as soon as I walk in, they're like, "Yo, you're going up." I'm like, "Okay." And we have the mics, and they look like the Fox Sports mics, like the Pam Oliver mics. And I just remember it being not a big battle rap crowd, more of like a Cassidy kind of crowd. Like there was just a lot of
Yeah,
it was weird.
who bought tickets to go to that? You would think that battle rap fans would want to buy tickets to go to that, right? Because they definitely
It
bought
didn't
the
feel
the
yeah,
pay-per-view.
it didn't feel like a big battle rap crowd. And so
That's what I was gonna say though. The crowd was very lackluster.
terrible, bro, terrible. And then I will tell you something that's kind of funny about that battle though. So Real Sick just battled Ilmac not too long ago. And Real Sick has this amazing angle where he talks about like Ilmac being native, but allowing people to act like he's not, or allowing people to call him Mexican and white. And I'm like, damn, that was my angle like 10 years ago, but I was the wrong messenger. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like it was funny we were talking about it. But yeah, man, Ilmac playing chess, me playing checkers, me trying to outthink, oh, he's gonna do all these things. And then he did good. He just rapped. He didn't like reinvent the wheel angle-wise, and I guess that's what I was waiting for. I'm like, "Oh, he's about to come with some kind of" 'cause Ilmac can be known for, like, these grand and he just rapped good and attacked him, and I was like, "Damn, he made me overthink it."
I think you even said that in the in one of the rounds, right? You're like, he's probably going to do this and
Yeah, and he didn't. And, so one of the wackest things I did too, which I one of the wackest things I did. So afterwards, I was pissed about the way the battle went and everything. I was like, "Oh, people just gonna hit me with like teacher jokes and shit." Da da da. And I remember Ilmac reaching out. He's like, "Come on, bro!" Like, and I remember I was like, "Yeah, that is whack as fuck." So I like deleted the status, but it was definitely whack as fuck on my part. Like I was definitely like bitter, and so you know what I mean. Like I'd like to think I probably got like 5 or 6 whack ass moments in battle rap where I was like, "That's fucking ass." And but yeah, then the Disaster Cassidy 1 round happened.
wait. Before we go into that though, but I want to say though, I think that the crowd was terrible. That really affected because there was a lot of times you were saying some shit and like nobody was reacting. I'm like, what the hell is
No.
going on right now?
No, bro. I was and so one of the things I should have focused on, which I'm actually much more proud of, is that I got through my material. Because if you rap for a dead crowd, it's fucking and so there's other things you gotta take into account, right? So here I am, which you learn from. I'm up there, I'm in Cali, I'm in the West. Here I am like a much bigger white guy. I don't wanna say I cracked a lot of jokes or whatever native-wise, but, like, it's just the aesthetic. You gotta be aware of what the aesthetic looks like too, especially he's rapping better than me. So, here I am just, like, trying to you know what I mean? The aesthetic didn't help me either. But, yeah, we have these, like, Pam Oliver fucking Fox Sports mics, and, at the end of the day, like I said, I haven't watched the battle back in fucking forever, but I do recall having to reach out to Ilmac and be like, "You know what, dude? That was pretty fucking whack." Like, because he called me on it. And he's right. He's right. He's like, you know what I mean? And I go by the bar and I'm drinking and it's Arsenal and I remember Arsenal battled Thesaurus and and again, not much reaction wise going on there. And then Cassidy and Disaster.
Right, but well, it was crazy because obviously this card was being built up so big, right? It was like, oh man, we got this billionaire or whatever behind us, and like,
Yeah.
it's gonna be such a big event. Like, this is crazy. You know, how could you not have good microphones or good sound system? Like, like it was just so
Bro, I can't man, the amount of times that this has happened, like, is inexcusable, and like I said, so I show up in there, and they're like they give me a fucking mic that just, again, it looked like it came like a kid's karaoke set with, like, a foam pad on the top, whatever. Not that the mic affected, everything, right? Like, I don't wanna fucking whatever. But then the Cassidy disaster battle happens, then it stops, and
But you know what's weird is that their microphones were terrible. They didn't even have the hold ones. They had like some kind of whatever. Like, where did that come from? You know?
bro, I mean, again, I can't stress enough how many times people equate it to, like, how a kid plays with toy action figures. Like, they just, like, smash toys together, Hulk versus this guy, they don't care about story, they don't care about fucking nothing. Because I used to think about when I play with my son with toys, right? Like, I'd get involved, I'd start to create a little storyline, and his goofy ass would come in there, then Hulk comes in like, smack, I'm like, "No, the fuck he doesn't, like, get out of here." So so, I think that these people just take big name battlers like Arsenal versus Hitman, and then they're just like, "Well, that's the budget." And you're like, "Alright, what are you doing about video? What are you doing about pay-per-view? What are you doing about it? Where is it happening? What's the venue look like? Is it the pit? Is it on stage?" "Dude, you hear how crazy those battles I just said were?" "Yeah, I heard that, but you're gonna make it look like shit."
Production value, and also because this guy owns a company that was like a streaming service, kind of like a, or he specialized in some kind of thing with streaming, didn't he?
Maybe. Alki,
Yeah,
Davy
I
Alki,
believe
or
I read an article about it, and people were so pissed off because those that bought the pay per view, a lot of them missed out on an hour of the stream because it just wouldn't work. So can you imagine that you paid for the stream and you didn't get to watch an
from a
hour of that
guy
shit?
that's made his money streaming is
So, I mean, but that's another thing, right? That was another lesson when you bring people into the culture that don't understand the culture of battle rap
right.
or hip hop in general. It's like they're just thinking money, like, oh, this could be lucrative, but they're not thinking like what is good for the culture, like how should I approach this and everything. I think when I interviewed
And then
Lush,
they had that fake fight. Remember it was a him and Lush fake fight or something?
yeah,
Lush
yeah,
put him in a
exactly.
headlock.
When I interviewed Lush, I remember him talking about like, oh, yeah, he spent the money like for the major parts, but then like after that it was very difficult. It was like pulling teeth basically,
Yeah.
to get everything else. But so after the one round between Diz and Cass, the thing shuts down. What is your reaction at that point?
I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" And then I remember, uh, uh, the next day, someone was like, "Yo, there's a secret location for Diz and Cal." I'm like, "I'm not going to that." And, now the crazy thing is you look back and that footage actually looks good, as if I can recall the
Yeah,
Cassidy
absolutely,
disaster
because it,
foot
it was dope.
yeah,
It was in a
e
parking structure. It
exactly, a
felt
little warehouse
really
kind
hip hop like,
right,
you know what I mean? Like,
exactly,
I think Vlad was there, and Vlad said that that was like one of his favorite hip hop moments that he's been there for. That was
yeah.
being able to witness the rawness of that. Right? I think it was better than being on stage, but that situation was just so weird. Like, I don't know, man.
Very weird, bro. Very, very, very weird. And again, not the first and not the last time it'll happen. Like I said, I was just my one of my last battles was at a Cassidy event where and then the audio got fixed before them. I'm like, yo, what are we doing? So yeah, yeah, very, very odd event for sure.
Right. What did you think of the Diz and Cassidy battle, though?
I remember the first round not thinking it was that good, and then uh I
You mean the one from
remember
that night? Okay,
yeah,
gotcha.
and then when I did watch it on in the thing, I thought it was cool. I thought Cassidy was funny. I thought, there was just a lot more that shined through. I think I didn't know how that came to be like that. I don't know if but I remember in the room, I don't remember people getting a lot of love, to be honest with you, like with Cass and Diz, but
Yeah. Yeah, it's almost like the his musical fans came to the event.
yeah, it was a
Yeah.
weird, 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 yeah. But again, something you learn to be more cognizant of as you go through this thing, right? It's just like, you know. You have to be aware of many other things other than just rapping,
Right.
right?